Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Memphis Tigers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Look at out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They finally get him down. It's a big gain. Ball moves to the 47.
That is exactly how you envision that first play going all week. You put it out there, you hope for a big play, and you hit it.
First down and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tough running there, breaks a tackle, picks up the first down. Illinois landing got quickly here. And they'll go right back to him on first down. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Just a small gain. Look at it, second and 9. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Well, that is a dream start for the offense. What an opening possession.
You know, sometimes you just want to kind of get settled into a game. These guys didn't really wait at all. They had a script. They knew exactly how to attack the defense, and it works out.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's going to take off. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Breaks loose at the 45. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
This Memphis offense is moving quickly down the field. And they'll use the ground game here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Memphis now operating in the red zone. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's escaping the pocket now. He'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down mark.
Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback dropping back. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And he drops back in the gun. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. Med kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Fighting Illini offense is back out on the field now. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He pulls it in for a big gain. He's tackled quickly but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
The quarterback was selling that he was going to throw the ball downfield, and I think the defense fell for it. Instead, he goes to the curl route, and I think it really caught this defense off guard.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. He makes the grab. Brought down quickly, but it's a big game through the air. Spot the ball at the 45.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
So the ball placed right at midfield. The offense starts with a 1st and 10. Someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's caught downfield. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Memphis. It was a foot race, and he won it.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Now the all-important extra point. And the PAT puts him up 3. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's complete downfield. That's a nice game to move the sticks here as time runs out in the first quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the running back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw to the left side, and he's got it. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
I think the defense got fooled here. They thought that receiver was going to go deep downfield. He ends up curling back to the inside for a nice gain.
Illinois getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. But this one is broken up, ball's incomplete.
Oh my gosh, they almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Second down after that previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Can he get there on the ground? And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Illinois lining up quickly here. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a first down.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this fourth down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off, and the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Second down play coming up. An inside deals now from the shotgun. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Here's the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Illinois now operating in the red zone. He'll hand it off. And we're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And he'll set up to throw. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Plays bottled up, and the football is loose. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Great play by the defender of knocking the ball away to give his defense a chance to recover the football. Man, the quarterback has to have that internal clock, that situational awareness, pocket awareness, kind of feel the pressure, and most importantly, when you feel it, take care of the football.
First down. Looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to... Oh, and he breaks free! It's a foot race! And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
And it is fun to watch this guy get out into the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He's found some room at the 45. Big gain across midfield. Tackle finally made at the 32.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Looking to pass this time. Looking to scramble. Trying to create here on the move. Makes the catch downfield. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Defense clearly setting up to stuff the run here. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
PAT is good, and they go up 17-7. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Illinois sends the offense back out on the field. They moved the ball into plus territory last time, but it ended in a fumble. They can't do that again, trailing on the scoreboard. Using his legs on the scramble.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 45. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And the gain just good enough for a first down. Illinois lining up quickly here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
Illinois lines up 1st and goal now. Quarterback drops back, running out of time in the pocket. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on 1st and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on 2nd and goal.
Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Extending the play now. Great move in the open field. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Illinois.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. In the 2nd quarter, it's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
See if they can convert the point after. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Tries the right with a quick throw. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Teams are getting more and more creative with how they run their counter plays. Gone are the days of everyone under center running the counter tray. Now you're seeing it modernized. We'll see how many different versions they'll run today.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Soccer with a strong tackle there. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, maybe you hold them to 3 points.
He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, fighting the line high.
Boy, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
And the extra point is good, makes it a 21-17 game. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. On first and 10, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Breaks loose at the 40. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first to keep this drive moving.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Gets some space around the 30. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, this is why this guy's looked at as one of the top dual-threat quarterbacks in the country. He can throw it, he can spin it downfield, but also he's a threat to be able to take off and go just like this. Puts so much pressure on this defense.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. He connected the first time. This attempt is from 44 yards away. The attempt is no good. He missed it. And it's still a 4-point margin after the miss. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Illinois will kick it off to get the second half going. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. Here comes the Tigers offense back out there. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket now. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
That O-line has to regroup now. It's 2nd and 12. Fires it to the wideout. The pass is intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Receiver makes the catch. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Because much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Defense able to deny the touchdown. He's brought down at the 1. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And the single back takes the handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, that is just incredibly impressive by this defense. And they're looking down there. They're incredibly hyped up, and they should be. That's a great goal line stand, 3rd down, and get able to come up with a tackle for a loss.
4th down, going for a first down or a touchdown here. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. Touchdown, Illinois. This offense really clicking. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And the extra point makes the lead 11, 28-17. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Throws it to the right. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle is finally made, but the offense will set up now at the 44.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. And he'll just get rid of it. Third down, the offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Here's a screen pass to the running back. The defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You get a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Looking to chuck it again. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Memphis. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Offense still out there, down by 5. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion and make this a 3-point game. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Hit as he releases it, and the pass falls incomplete. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the Illinois offense heads back out onto the field. Really excellent possession last time. They mixed the run and the pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, and the drive has now reached the 35.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Gain moves it to the 35, first down again. And now the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
Important second down play coming up. And the same runner's got it again. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. A gain sets up a third down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Short pass finds the tight end. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
Keeping it on the ground here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. He pulls in the catch. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Touchdown, fighting the line out. Still no answer for this offense. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
PAT makes it a 12-point lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Going for a big play downfield. And the ball is picked off. Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Here's the second down play. Gives it to the back. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
That's caught. It's Sanders. He's found some room at the 45. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. Illinois getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's intercepted, the last thing they could afford. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Going to try to use his legs here. And the defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Trying to extend the play. He lets it go on the move. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9. They can put the game away right here. It's first and goal. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the
touchdown, Illinois. This offense cannot be stopped. Well, no surprise for an offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Extra point up and good. A 19-point lead now here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Using his legs here. Breaks loose at the 40. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers. Spot in the natty at stake. This defense is being shredded. Greg, what can they do differently to stop this guy?
Man, I don't know. I mean, I would just keep trying to come up with double coverage or blitzing, something to try to slow down not just the receiver, but got to pressure the quarterback. But right now, the receiver's just in a zone. Sometimes you get into that spot, and it's so hard to get you out of it. I know if I were this quarterback, keep throwing him the rock.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So the Fighting Illini offense is back out on the field now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
Not much on that play, brought down short.
And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Boy, a questionable call there on third down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Now you got a big decision here on fourth down and short.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he's going to float this one to the right side. He grabs it inside the 20. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. Kirk, you look for rust, you look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast, but I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
Point after, not right through. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Handoff from the shotgun. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Takes the handoff again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, with the lead here, this is where you want to just take your time. The defense, as we know, they are looking to do anything they can to create an aggressive play to try to create a turnover. So you got to work that clock, but also protect the football. I'm sure the coach right now is preaching to all his guys and reminding them about ball security at this point in the game.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Crucial play for both offense and defense. We'll see what we get here on 3rd and 4. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can he keep it going here? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
I don't know if people understand how hard it is to defend against a deep ball in man coverage like that. But this defensive back did it perfectly. Turns his head back just in time to find the ball to ensure that incompletion.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Snags the quick throw.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards. But anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
3rd down, out of the shotgun. Catch made on the out route.
And the best thing that happens here, Chris, is he gets out of bounds. Gives the offense a chance to regroup, huddle up, make sure they have the right call here for this critical 4th down.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here comes a handoff. He has 1st down yardage at the 46. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on 4th down and 1, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
He's back to throw again on 2nd down. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lets it go quickly. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Touchdown Tigers to take the lead in the final minute.
Chris, that's called delivering when it really counts. You're talking about a playoff game. This offense does everything that they needed. The quarterback with a hot hand makes a perfect throw to give the offense the lead. You should go for 2 here to make it a 3-point game late in the ballgame.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And it's caught for a 2-point conversion. So the lead is now 3 here in the final stages. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll take a knee here, not wanting to spend time on a return. They'll start at the 25. Illinois sends the offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Final minutes here, they'll throw it deep downfield. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Illinois now operating in the red zone. Handoff in a single back formation. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. The clock is still running. They'll have to hurry up here, but it's a crucial 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. So now we're going to have a crucial field goal attempt coming up. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. And with 3 seconds to go, this field goal would send us to overtime. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. Oh, it's no good. The CFP journey ends with that missed kick. That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now, John, it's even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.